never mind you. We'll drag you home and then we'll organ grind you. Oh, you'll be hurting.
Alright, Nasty Neil here with Ashley C. Williams at Days of the Dead, Chicago, Schaumburg, in the Chicago area. Yeah, she's got a really cool hat too. I'm a big fan of hats.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I met you at the first Days of the Dead, and now you're at the fourth Days of the Dead.
Yes.
How does the Days of the Dead compare to other conventions?
I mean, it's super fun. I don't know. I'm trying to remember the last convention I went was Indianapolis, so and that was super fun. The people here are super nice. Like all the people that work and make the convention happen are really, really good to me and take care of me. So I like being taken care of.
Who doesn't?
And it's fun.
Yeah.
Chicago's great.
Yeah. Now I mentioned Ashlyn was you've got very very nice eyes.
Oh.
Is that what you think really helped you get the role, because you had to do a lot of acting with your eyes?
I mean, definitely in the audition, that's what they wanted to see, was how we could convey emotion with just our eyes. So that's literally what Ashton and I had to do, was get down on all fours, and they actually took a video camera and filmed like close up, you know, and how you would do that. And it is challenging, you know, you don't really know, everything is like small movement. And yeah, I don't know, I don't think you have to have pretty eyes to be able to capture emotion, but yes. Well, thank you.
Yes. Is there anything in particular you would think about when you were doing the scenes? Because you can talk. It's all with your eyes, with your face. Was there anything that you would think of in particular to get into the character?
Well, the most difficult thing was, you know, your best friend is dying on your ass. Right. Which is kind of funny if you think about it, but it's also really tragic. And I don't know, a couple of things, you know, actors are different in the triggers that they use to create emotion when they're acting. For me, I just kind of put myself in that situation. You know, what would someone do when they are helpless and attached to someone's butt, and you can't move, and you just have to communicate. And you know, I kept thinking, oh, what if it was my sister? Because my sister and I are really close. I was like, what if it was her that was like, you know, dying back there and I couldn't help her? So things like that, you know. But it was really easy because Tom made it so real for us. The basement was so real looking. They had a surgeon come in and like create everything to absolute detail. And then the way that we were all sewn together, it was insane.
Most Tom Six like to work with.
He's great.
Yeah.
He's really nice. He gives us a lot of freedom to do what we want, and always asks us, you know, so what would Lindsay say here? What would she do in this situation? And because there was no script, it was pretty much improvised most of the film.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it was a collaborative process. Yes.
Dieter seems like he'd be very intimidating. Is he like that on set?
Well, he stayed in character on set all the time, so we didn't really get to know him. He wasn't really intimidating. I think, you know, he was great.
Presence about him.
Yeah, he definitely has a presence, but he was also really great to work with, because even if he wasn't shooting that day, and it was just, you know, us being filmed, he would stand behind the camera and like feed us lines or give us, you know, some crazy face to work off of. Yeah. So he was really great to work with. Yeah.
Do you have any particular favorite lines from the movie?
Oh, I mean, feed her is definitely a classic. You're a sick man. One of my favorite lines. Jenny, Ashlyn and I always laugh that we say each other's names so much in the beginning of the film. It's like, no, I won't do that, Jenny. You know, well, I don't want to do that either, Lindsay. And you know, we would just like say each other's names over and over again, and it was because there was no script, you know. And that was just what we said. So that's, you know.
I always liked him just so shocked that you would get up and run away. I was like, are you mad?
Oh, I know. He was so upset. He was just like, how dare she? How, like, as if, you know, who would ever in their right mind think of trying to escape?
There's so many, it seems like over like the years, there's been more like things made about like little toys and little sculptures. And
this little sculpture here.
Do you feel like the movie has gotten bigger over time?
Yeah, I mean, more
it's
people
big
are
right away, but
finding
it's
out
become more
about it.
mainstream. Are you surprised how mainstream it's become?
Well, because a lot of people, the mainstream, like, night shows, talk shows are finding out about it and using it, they're parodying it. Like, Conan does it all the time on his show. And so people are starting to find out about it more, like the South Park.
Yeah, that was probably the first
Family
one.
Guy. Community, Veep, like there's all these references about the film and all these mainstream TV shows. So.
Yeah. Did you see the Conan one recently when it was Tom Six doing the Star Wars?
Star Wars.
That was pretty awesome. They didn't even say Tom Six, so they just said.
No, they're like whoever directed the Human Centipede.
This infamous director.
Aww.
It's funny because right across from us is actually Dieter Lawrence, and then the Human Centipede.
I kind of want to have those collectibles. I think that would be really cool to have.
They should just give
my
you
Centipede
one, I think.
and well, they gave me this one.
Okay, well they're cool.
I should ask for Dieter, and so then he's standing in front of the.
Yeah. We'll give him a good plug then, if they gave you one.
Yeah, it's clayguy.com.
Excellent.
So if anybody wants one of them, they're so super cool. Here, we should have him close up. This here, there's so much detail to like my tan line on the back of my back there, to like his tattoos, our hair, the skin color. Like I got a tan over the summer, so I was a bit darker, and so she's a little lighter.
You got the big eyes. Her eyes are closed.
She's clearly dying.
Yeah. And we're laughing. That's a good job. She's dying.
So yeah, definitely. If you want one of these, good collectible.
Yeah, I like
collector's item.
Would that be your favorite thing you've seen?
This is, I think, the best gift I've gotten so far, because it's just so well made, and then the detail is just really great. I think this is the best thing I've seen. I've seen a lot of really great, T-shirt designs and posters and things like that, but
Lawrence always has some pretty cool ones. I don't know where he gets his.
I don't either. I think because it's part 2, they spent more time on creating better posters, Now,
I know you weren't in the part 2 with Lawrence, but I guess have you gotten to know him at these conventions?
A little bit. He's kind of up and about. I haven't really been able to connect with him conversation-wise, but he's really awesome. He's a
real sweet guy.
My new best friend.
Yeah. He really gets sick of me because I have like 5 or 6 hours of video with him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Aww.
Every time he sees him at a convention, he's just like, oh no, not this guy again.
Yeah.
Which, that's how you'll feel pretty soon.
Probably.
Yeah. You're supposed to totally disagree with that.
No, you're nice. Why wouldn't I?
Any thoughts on part 3?
Thoughts? Well...
Are you in part 3?
I don't know. I only know as much as the fans.
Usually that means yes, but I won't say anything. I don't know.
I do know that Tom wants to kind of resolve what happened to Lindsay and also to what happened to Lawrence in the second film, because it's both films, kind of, keep it lingering. So I think the part 3, he wants to resolve that, and whether or not that means bringing Lindsay back, I don't know.
I think they do a really good job of using the internet to get people to talk about the movie.
Twitter, he's on Twitter all the time. He might even be bringing some of his Twitter followers into the film.
Yeah.
I think he had some sort of like an audition thing for that, which I think is great.
Kind of shady, but
kind of shady, I suppose, since he doesn't really know them, and he's kind of promised him a role.
Yeah.
We'll see. See what happens.
Well, last time when we did this video, I asked you about the chicken centipede.
Oh my God, that's right. My face was classic. I was like...
It was the greatest response. Usually people act like that when I ask for a question. They're like, what is this guy talking about? But that was my favorite one.
Yeah, that was great. That's a good question. That's something that I, threw me off guard.
I'm planning on doing that on a cooking video. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so that'll come out very soon, the chicken centipede.
Oh my God. Well, good luck.
She's really worried now. I really want to thank you for talking to us.
Not in the slightest. I don't know. I think people have done worse things. We'll see.
I want to thank you for talking to us.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, have fun.
All right, thanks.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, of course.
Oh man, it's Nasty Neil here with my buddy Lawrence Harvey. So Lawrence, you up for doing an interview with me?
No, fuck off.